Hi, this is Petra with Petra Yoga Therapy. This is going to be a chair practice for Parkinson's disease. So we're going to be focusing on big movements and extending our fingers, moving our ankles, and strengthening our legs, and then taking the spine through the three main ranges of motion. So we're going to need a sturdy chair. And start by sitting close to the edge, so you can slump back into it. You have to use your postural muscles. So nice tall posture. Just try to feel your body in space, where your shoulders are. Make sure they're relaxed, away from your ears. And maybe take them slightly back, not rigidly, but if you have a tendency to stoop over, see if you can lift your chest up. And that takes the shoulders back a little bit. And then let's bring our attention to our breath. So see if you can relax the belly and let the breath come all the way down into the belly. So inhaling, the belly rises, and then exhaling, the belly goes down. Do a few rounds of breath like that. So when we're belly breathing, we're using the diaphragm, the breathing muscle, all the way as it should be. So the diaphragm descends as you inhale, pushes out the contents of the abdominal cavity, and that's why the belly goes up. Just one more breath. Great. So let's first focus on the shoulder area. There's usually a lot of tightness around the neck and shoulders. So do what you can. Sometimes it's hard to lift shoulders, but let's try it. So circling the shoulders, bringing them forward, up, back, and down. So throughout this practice, try to remind yourself to move bigger than you would self-select. You'll have to exaggerate the movements a little bit, just because in Parkinson's, the feedback that your body's giving you is a little off. Good. And then we're gonna reach the right arm forward, up, and see if you can really reach back behind you. You can also look at that arm. Sometimes that helps you increase that range of motion. So follow the hand with your gaze. Big circles back behind you. One more. Yeah, and then we'll switch sides. Inhale the arm up and reach back. Look back as well. And a few more. Great. All right, let's try some side bends to stretch the side of the body. So we're gonna just reach down towards the floor. You feel that stretch here. Inhale back up and exhale down. Inhale up and down. Side to side. Work with the breath. Great. And then back to center. And then we're gonna work on some twists. So in Parkinson's, there's a lot of rigidity in the trunk, but you need that in everyday life, right? Where you need to turn around and look back. So let's take your right hand and rotate the upper body towards left. See if you can reach that right hand onto your left knee. And then back to center. Keep your spine nice and long, and other side. And moving side to side like that. And feel any sensations of stretch around your ribs and waist. Good. And then back to center. And then we'll take the whole upper body through circles. So let's go around and around. Again, try for a big movement. So really lean towards that side. Of course, stay safe. I don't want you to fall off the chair, but see if you can widen the circles. And then reverse, go to the other side. And notice any sensations around your hips and back, waist. All right. And back to center. Okay. So now let's focus on the hands. Sometimes what Parkinson's does, it curls your fingers a little bit. So we're gonna focus on really extending the fingers and spreading them. So we're gonna flick the fingers open 10 times. And at the same time, you're gonna try to straighten the arms. So from the side, it will look like this. So 1, so see my elbows are straight. So let's do that. Straight elbows and spread your fingers and open your palms. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great. And then interlace the fingers and press forward. And then we're going to try to lift those arms up and inhale. Big stretch up. And still press through those palms. Press forward to stretch all these muscles here. Inhale up. And exhale down. And inhale up. And exhale down. And breathe in. And breathe out. Great. Okay, so let's now work on the legs. So first what we're going to do is bring the knee in so you can hold under your thigh or over your shin. Nice tall posture, so no rounding and slumping. And then we're going to work on the ankle circles. So sometimes this is also hard for people with Parkinson's to create any motion there, but try your best. Really large circles if you can. So you feel that work of the muscles around your ankle. And then reverse. Nice job. And then we'll point and flex. So bringing the toes towards your shin and away from your shin. So you're stretching and then contracting the muscles here on top of your foot. Very important for gait. So keep at it. You'll feel it pretty soon. Pointing and flexing. As much range of motion as you can get. Of course, if anything hurts, then don't overdo it, but we're talking about stretch here. Good. And then we're gonna switch sides. So first the circles. Alternatively, if this is hard for you, we could also extend that leg, prop up the heel, and then do circles. So that's a possibility too. So big circles. And reverse. Produce that big range of motion. And when we're moving, think about that movement. Do it intentionally. Good. And then we'll go back to the pointing and flexing. So again, you could do it here with your knee in, or possibly here as well. So pointing and flexing. So here you should feel a stretch in the calf and contraction here in the front of your shin. Tall seated posture. And let's pump those calves. Good, very good. All right, and then we'll work some more on the ankles. We're gonna lift the heels up and then bring them down. And since there's not a lot of weight, you can really work on lifting as high up as you can. Lift those heels high up and down, up and down, up and down. Keep breathing. Great job. All these ankle exercises also help with swelling. So if you have any swelling around your legs, this is good because the muscles, as they move, they pump your lymph away from those ankles towards your heart. Good, and then we'll reverse that. So heels stay down and you're lifting the toes up towards the shins. Let's do that 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. Okay, now let's mobilize the hips a little bit. So tall posture. You could use your hand as a support, and we're gonna take the knee up and then out to the side and then circle it back. So circles in the hip joint. Yeah, ideally you would have a chair without the arms, so you have space for this. And then reverse. Warming up that joint. Nice. And then we'll switch sides. So again, big circles. Guide that knee out to the side and back to center. And reverse. Nice job. And then back to center. All right. So now let's work on our quads, these muscles here, thigh muscles. So we're gonna straighten the leg, straight forward, push through that heel. So from the side, it looks like this. So toes up, and then knee straightens. We're gonna alternate sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try to really straighten that knee. 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do 10 more. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Great. Good work. Okay, so let's now do some of the power moves. So power moves is an aerobic exercise developed for people with Parkinson's. And there's 4 basic movements that I'm gonna introduce you to. They push against your symptoms. So the first one is power up, and that pushes against your stoop posture. So it looks like this. We're gonna hinge at the hips. So no rounding of the spine, no flexing, just bending of the hips. Reaching forward, core engaged to support your back. And then you're gonna come up and reach those arms out to the side, maybe 45 degrees, until you feel that nice stretch here in the chest and the arms. And then we'll do that 10 times. So reach forward and power up. 2, power up. 3, power up. 4, power up. 5, relax your arms for a bit. So again, that was for your posture. So your shoulders are back and your back muscles are nice and strong and can keep you upright. So the next one is power rock, and that works on your ability to weight shift, which sometimes is impacted in Parkinson's. So first, let's just try to rock on your sitting bones on that chair. So side to side. So you're lifting one sitting bone and then the other. And then we're gonna add reach through the arm. So as you rock to this side, you're gonna reach as if you wanted to pick up something off a shelf that's pretty high. And then back down. And reach, and then extend this other arm down, this other arm up, and back to center. 1, 2, 3. Nice big movement. And keep your knees apart, feet apart, so you have that stability. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do 10 more. 1, 2. Really reach to that side. 3, 4, 5, 6. Open your palms and fingers. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. That was power rock. And now the next one is power twist. So again, working on that rigidity. So we're gonna start with arms out to the side, nice tall posture. And then you're gonna turn, pivot on that foot, clap your hands together. So you'll feel that stretch as you're twisting. And then open and go to the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll do 10 more, but make sure that you're really keeping those arms out to the side, that you're not ending somewhere here. So all the way to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good work. Relax your shoulders, your arms. Take a few deep breaths. Good. And then the fourth power move is power step. So we're gonna work on making a big step. You can imagine you're sitting in a car and you need to get out of that car. So you need to step out of the car, down on the curb, and then you're stepping back into that car. So try to produce a big step. Sometimes what helps is putting a little target on the floor, like let's say a piece of cloth or a towel. So it helps your brain with that big movement. So you're stepping on that target. So 1, well, let's add arms to it too. So 1, reaching out to the side and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Big steps. 10. 10 more, and lift that knee up. Stepping over that obstacle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. All right, what you could do now is just stop the video and do another set of all these 4 movements. Again, I'll review it with you. First is power up, so reaching forward and coming up into this nice posture. Then power rock, So reaching and rocking side to side, power twist, twisting, clapping the hands together, and power step. So stepping out and back in. All right. So the goal of this exercise is to work on those big movements, but also lift your heart rate, elevate your heart rate up, because the research shows that vigorous exercise is really good for you if you have Parkinson's. So let's do some more running. Try it. If you have trouble with it, don't worry. Just try your best. So stomping the feet down. And you should feel your heart rate speed up a little bit. Let's keep at it. Breathe. Good. And stop for a while. And then we'll do a core exercise. Also pretty vigorous, but I believe you can do it. So we're gonna reach those legs out to the side. It helps to sit at the edge of the chair, but make sure you don't fall off the chair, so stay safe. If you need to be a little further up the chair, you can bend your knees. And we're gonna bring the knees together and then apart, or this. So together, apart. 2, 3, feel your core engaging. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 5 more, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Great job. All right, catch your breath. Nice long breath, smooth breath. Great job, everyone. All right, so let's wind down. Let's do some neck movements. Hopefully our muscles are a little warmed up now. So try to tilt your ear towards your shoulder to stretch those neck muscles. Nice. And then let's work on looking over one shoulder and other side. Move slowly, don't go into pain. Stay safe. And keep the breath flowing. Good. And then back to center. And then we're gonna hinge at the hips and come into a forward fold. So again, you're hinging here, not flexing your spine like this. So you have to allow the pelvis to go with you, and only go if it doesn't hurt. And then you can stay here for a few breaths. Just feel that stretch in the hips and the low back. Let's now scoot back into that chair so you feel supported. We're gonna do just a few more breathing exercises and relaxation. So you could also put something under your feet if you can't reach the floor, so you should feel supported. And then closing your eyes if that feels okay, and moving the breath in and out. nose if possible. It's always better to breathe through your nose. And just keep your attention on that breath. Well, let's see if you can inhale for 4 and exhale for 6. A slightly longer exhale. And if you're having trouble with it, you can hum on the exhale. That humming or singing really helps us elongate the out breath. So it would look like this, inhaling through the nose. And then on the exhale, then when you run out of breath, again inhale. Notice how much longer your exhale is when you're humming like that. And notice the vibration in your body. So let's do it one more time. Inhaling. Just a couple more regular breaths, feeling any new sensations in your body after the practice. And opening your eyes slowly. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this practice. This practice is not meant as a medical advice. It's just a good workout for people with Parkinson's. But if you have any questions, you can always contact me at fabrikova@gmail.com. It's F as Frank, I, B as boy, R, I, C, H, O, V as in Victor, A @gmail.com. Thank you.